That was the second one.
Hey, y'all just told him, hey, look, bro, you got a big fight coming up. Your fans are expecting to see a lot of. Man, you better pick your flag up, man. Pick your flag up. Hey, look.
Devastating the flag, brother.
Hey, look, got a big fight coming up. What can fans expect when they see you face off against Ryan Garcia? Some people say it's your right hand versus left hook.
Y'all gonna have to just tune in and see. No hands, no nothing.
Do you want to?
I shall see.
You shall see?
I shall see.
Yeah? What do you make of him skipping the Haney fight for a fight with you?
No opinion on that. No opinion on that either.
So what happens in a fight between you guys? How do you beat Ryan?
I just told him, hey look bro, we got a big fight coming up, your fans are expecting to see a lot of, man, you better pick your flag up, man, pick your flag up. Hey look, devastating the flag, brother, hey look, got a big fight coming up, what can fans expect when they see you face off against Ryan Garcia? Some people say it's your right hand versus left hook, y'all going to have to just tune in and see. No hands, no nothing. After a surprisingly quiet build-up, Ryan Garcia and Romero are now giving boxing fans the kind of intensity and trash talking they want with their recent Instagram live session, where the both of them confronted each other and promised themselves some serious punishments on fight night. Ryan Garcia and Romero, after a rivalry that has lasted 8 years, are now preparing to settle the score in the ring. There's one particular thing the boxing community won't stop talking about, especially with the involvement of these two, and it's the sparring session they had. Is it going to happen? Do you want to happen? I shall see. You shall see. I shall see. Yeah, what do you make of him skipping the Haney fight for a fight with you? No opinion on that, no opinion on that either. So what happens in a fight between you guys? How do you beat Ryan? And one of the goals of the fight is to see if the sparring session is still a mirror of the reality of both fighters at the moment, or it's just one of the many amateur experiences that really don't matter anymore for Ryan Garcia, who's just coming off a controversial suspension regarding him cheating with performance-enhancing medications. He's determined to bury talks of sparring once and for all. His ears have been filled with questions from reporters and declarations from fans regarding what the sparring session was really like. You know how you do your Raleigh thing. What is there to say? Tell me, what is there to say? The fights are ready. At the end of it, I'm a personality, I'm a star, Ryan's a star. There's nothing we don't need to do today. How's it working with Turkey Alashik and all these different promoters on his car, fighting, music? And he knows perfectly that to bury the sparring session for good, he needs to bury Romero alive when they lock horns in the ring. This exactly were his claims during a live Instagram session that he called Rolly out to of the pair. Ryan Garcia is the social media star who's known for his YouTube videos and collaboration, his Twitter or X Spaces, and his massive Instagram followers. While on a live session, fans began to request that he bring up Romero on the call, and despite his initial reluctance, he eventually heard their plea and trust. When I say it was more lively and action-packed than the press conferences they've had so far. To be fair, the two fighters have hardly delivered in their press conferences, as they've had a more calm and collected disposition, making many fans believe that the fight happened when the rivalry was reduced to nothing. Okay, now you good at selling the fight? Why you been so quiet and more reserved on this one? Usually hype, or you just can usually talk and sell a fight? This exact fight 3 years ago would have seen tables turn, tongues roll, and microphones burn at the press conference, rather than the one we saw where Teoimo Lopez became the master of ceremony to spice things up on the call. Romero wasn't merciful, as he kept ranting on how he's brought Ryan Garcia down in the past and his only assignment is to simply repeat what he'd once done. Well, talks of the sparring session didn't go down well with Ryan Garcia, and this was why he claimed he was going to end Romero when they fight. I promise to end you and end every noise about the nonsense sparring session in that ring, Ryan Garcia said ahead of his fight with Romero. King Rai is set to face Romero on May 2nd at Times Square, New York, in his first fight back since his 1-year suspension from the sport. Alright, let's go guys, new thing, fighting in Times Square, right? Yeah, Times Square is all new, that's never been done, and it's crazy. Manages, I mean, how many people can even be over there? How are they going to do that for us? The ticket, anybody told you how they're going to do the ticket yet? No, it's free event, so people just walk them by and get to stop. All right, now after you beat the hell out of Ryan Garcia, what's next for you? I haven't even thought of anything. The 26-year-old was slapped with a boxing ban by the New York State Athletic Commission after failing 2 separate drug tests taken around his April 2024 clash with Devin Haney for the Banned substance clomine initially got his hand raised via majority decision after flooring Haney 3 times. However, the result was later overturned to a no contest. James trained Garcia for the grudge match with Haney as well as his knockout win over Oscar Duarte in his previous outing, but Garcia left James to join Canelo Alvarez's camp and train under Eddie Reynoso. Garcia previously worked with Reynoso for 5 bouts between 2018 and 2021 and was hoping the Mexican legend could take him under his wing for his comeback fight. Right, cause you're going to upset the plans now. If you beat him you think they'll put you in there with Dion next. No, I think Ryan will fight Dion even after you beat him. Yeah, I think Ryan's going to fight. What about you versus Tio? I don't know what you're thinking. That's my only thing I want to do is Ryan Garcia. Okay, now you are at 147 now, right? Are you going to stay there? All right, I was killing myself really. I got to ask. Reynoso and Garcia worked with each other for a few weeks before the American started his camp, but Canelo's undisputed super middleweight contest in Saudi Arabia against William Skull is penciled in for one day after the Romero fight, meaning the link-up will have to wait. How can I take you talking the whole camp? So I had to dip. Garcia quipped. No, it was the circumstances. Initially declared that he would be trained by his father Henry Garcia alongside brother Sean Garcia and strength and conditioning coach Justin Fortune. Taking to X, formerly Twitter, he wrote, "Major announcement working with Derek James this camp and it's been going great. Let's go on May 2nd. Fatal Fury." James is widely considered to be one of the best trainers in boxing, having previously guided Errol Spence to 3-belt status at welterweight and Jamal Charlo to undisputed super welterweight. Ask about this. I got really big legs, 3 of them to be exact. Now who's training you for this fight? Last time I saw you, Israel. Yeah, so we trained at your gym when we was getting ready for that. No, I saw Brian Farr. Man, he looked good right tonight. And then that Puerto Rican do. No deal, he had a bunch of knockouts. Yeah, he did, he had a lot of knockouts, never been down either. All right, before I let you go, man, tell people what they can expect when you step in the ring. Man, come on, sell this fight one more time, man, let it all be, man. Y'all see, man, music. British boxing fans will remember him best for his time with 2-time heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua. James oversaw 2 of Joshua's camps in 2023 for fights with Jermaine Franklin and Robert Helenius. AJ was criticized for his gun-shy approach to both contests and later left James for Ben Davidson. Ryan Garcia is not the same fighter we last saw in April when he faced Dion Haney. If you remember, the 26-year-old was originally credited with a 3-knockdown majority decision win over Devin Haney. But that win, it didn't stick. The New York State Athletic Commission later turned it into a no contest after Garcia tested positive for a banned substance. Since then he's had a lot to deal with, from a vandalism arrest in Beverly Hills to opening up about his struggles with alcohol. But now Ryan Garcia knows better. He's learned that showing up in the ring matters way more than talking trash outside of it. He's humble, but don't mistake that for weakness. Not even close. Roland Romero. Garcia versus Romero Friday, May. Since the Fatal Fury press conference in New York last month, the 24-1 boxer has been all about precision. Every move seems calculated, every step intentional. But here's the crazy part: ever since his comeback was announced and his rematch with Haney got the green light, assuming Haney gets past Jose Ramirez, fans have been laser focused on that fight. They're so caught up in the Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney rematch that they're completely overlooking the fight the Victorville native needs to win first. That's right, before any of that happens he has to get through Rolando Romero next month. And let's be real, that fight is far from a walk in the park. Garcia and Haney have not fought since their controversial meeting last April 20th at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Their 12-round fight ended with Garcia claiming a majority decision, only for the verdict to be overturned weeks later when it was learned he tested positive for the banned substance in Manhattan Time Square in New York City, New York. Live on the Zone worldwide. The fallout included a 1-year suspension, a fine and forfeit of Garcia's entire purse, a reported $1.2 million. Garcia will still have to be cleared by the New York State Athletic Commission, who will oversee the forthcoming May event. Haney retained his WBC 140 pounds title despite the in-ring result because Garcia was more than 3 pounds over the limit during their official pre-fight weigh-in. The belt is no longer in his possession as he opted to relinquish it in lieu of a modest payday for a mandatory title defense against Spain's Sandor Martin. Haney's bout against Ramirez will come at the full welterweight limit, as will Garcia. Haney too, assuming both fighters win in May. The unbeaten Las Vegas-based boxer previously confirmed that he is done with the junior welterweight division. The thing with me and Ryan is I done ended that beef long ago, because I'll tell you guys.